Hey, my Lipton. So I wanted to come in here with a cute little Hindi film review, but this is more so of a Netflix film that was obviously pushed out through the Hindi film industry. So okay, so this movie is called Bulbbul. Now let me just say this. At first, I had no interest watch cause I think I heard about this, but like I wasn't really too interested in watching it. A family member of mine kept like, oh my god, was like, you need to watch it, you need to watch it, you need to watch it. So I actually watched this film last week, but I withheld from really doing a review yet. I don't know why, because I felt like, this movie, and obviously there's some parts that I really really like, but yet there was still some parts where like I was confused a little bit about the whole thing. Um there was just some parts where I felt like the scene should have followed up with something, but then it went into a whole flashback thing, and it was just like, okay, like I get it, you want to show me the flashbacks, but like there was some parts of the some flashbacks where I could have done without it. Like, just give me the important stuff and let's leave it at that. Other than that, like there is one particular flashback that kind of annoyed me. I felt like that scene could have been used for something else, but I watched Bulbul, and I'm not gonna lie to you. When the first scene started with the whole marriage thing, I don't know. It was kind of give. I was like, okay, is this gonna give me like a little bit of gangubai tease? Is this gonna give me like you know some sort of like prostitution, sex trafficking? You know what I mean? But it definitely gave child marriage. And unfortunately, while yes, our world in general, we've made progress, and and especially when it comes to child marriages, there's the unfortunate thing of child marriages still being a thing in a lot of rural village areas in this world, and it's unfortunate, but it's there. So it started off with that. The film is definitely based on like the 1800s, like the early 1800s, no, late 1800s, sorry, era. So Bulbul, who is the main girl here with the cigarette, she ends up marrying an older guy. She was just a baby when she married this man. Bulbul, obviously, her husband's brother, the younger brother, Satya, is actually the boy that well, they were friends at first when they, because they're children. Children are gonna play with other children. But she ended up eventually really loving him and liking him. But she's married to his older brother. On top of that, you know, Bulbul's husband also got a twin, and the twin. Here's what I don't understand too about this film, and maybe the story. Like, maybe it's like maybe in general that's how the story was supposed to be, or in general, like in some families, that's just how it is. The thing that pissed me off the most about Bulbul's husband. So, mind you, this is the wedding night, okay? When he married Bulbul, the brother, the twin brother, that's like he's mad, tries to touch her and all these different things, and then the brother comes and is like whisks him away, and tells his brother's wife to you need to keep her, you need to hold on to your husband. And to me, I was just like, first of all, if I see that my brother is like flirting, hitting on my wife, and whether he's crazy or not, whether he's in his right mind or not, I'm taking my wife out of that situation. I'm taking my wife out of that environment. So that's the part that really pissed me off about Bulbul's husband. Is like, Bulbul's husband did not protect her. That's number one. Since the beginning, since he married, first of all, he had no business marrying a child to begin with. Let's just start with there. Two, he didn't protect her. Three, why are you so? Oh gosh, I'm about to get into some things. I'm about to, because there's some. Everybody pissed me off in this movie. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody pissed me off. The husband, the backstabbing sister-in-law, like Satya. I feel like Satya. He didn't really piss me off like that because I felt like he just wanted to know what was going on. So he was being, Sherlock Holmes. That's what they called him in the film. So I'm gonna leave Satya aside. But like Bulbul's husband, this Bulbul's sister-in-law, and then on top of that, her brother-in-law, the twin, was pissing me off throughout this whole film because it was like Bulbul's husband did not protect her, and then on top of that, Bulbul's husband was so surprised that like Satya and Bulbul might be catching feelings with each other and things like that, and I'm like, sir, if you don't, if you, sir, you married this girl when she was a child. You didn't think that she was gonna have another connection with someone around her age group. Like, are you serious, sir? Sir, like, stop playing these games. You are not serious right now. And the freaking mischievous, troublemaking ass sister-in-law right here, and she's also another one too. Because it's like, as the film went on, I was noticing that the sister-in-law was getting too comfortable with Bulbul's husband. Hand on his chest and everything. So I was like, hold on. So you mean to tell me that Bulbul's husband and the sister-in-law are having some sort of weird affair thing, like some flirtation thing, but yet he has an issue with Bulbul catching some sort of feelings for Satya? I was just like, husband, you need to kick rocks. You need to kick rocks expeditiously because you're getting me upset right now. And it's like Bulbul's husband ended up beating the crap out of Bulbul. Like oh my god, like that metal rod, and he whipped, beat her behind up, messed up her feet, messed up her body. Like, I was so mad during that scene. And then this guy, Bulbul's husband, decides to leave the house, talking about I'm leaving and hey, I'm gonna go get money, and it's just like, sir, so you're leaving the house to the sister-in-law who loves you and wants to be in your position and who's jealous of Bulbul, and also to your crazy ass twin brother who's been trying to get intimate with your wife since she was a baby, since she was a child. Bulbul's husband pissed me off in this film. By next thing you know, Bulbul, since she got beat up by her husband because Satya was ended up getting sent away because due to her husband's orders. She's in the bed. The doctor has her all time. And then I knew it. I knew it was gonna come. Here comes the freaking crazy ass twin brother raping Bulbul in the bed. And to me, like, when I was watching that scene, I was so, of course, any sort of rape scene, it pisses you off. I was just like again, it goes back to the husband. I'm like, why didn't you have any secure, like, and maybe he was mad at her. Of course, he was mad at her. Well, he caused her to be in this condition as it is. He beat the crap out of her. But it's like, why, like, what, still, like, there was no security measures in your house. That's your late, like, that's the madam of the house. Like, I was pissed off on that scene. And the thing is, like, yeah, the twin brother might be crazy, but he wasn't crazy. I mean, he realized what he did after he did the deed. So it's like, I don't care. I don't care. Now, here's the part where I was very confused. Okay, when it came to the movie Bulbbul. So she dies in the scene, and then obviously I guess they went through the supernatural route, the devil, da da da. So I already suspected that Bulbbul was the one that was like, doing some doing these things and killing these men. But at first I was like, okay, so did she get the transference from the goddess from Kalima or something like that? Is she a vampire now because she's out here, sucking blood and biting them on the neck and then they're just blood everywhere? Is she a demon? Like I didn't they didn't for me it wasn't specified in the film like what she was. Like they really played into like the whole supernatural, like okay, like she's a vampire, but yet she's also like the Kalima, like the goddess, but then she's also like a demon girl. It's just like, and I'm like, on top of that, I was just like, okay, if she's a supernatural being, why the hell is she getting hurt by a bullet wound and by a forest fire? That part made absolutely no sense to me. All those parts, the bullet wound when Satya shot her, but he didn't know it was her, and then the forest fire. I'm like, girl, you're a supernatural being. Like if you don't supernatural your ass out of the forest, like that part was like, I was just looking at this thing. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so stupid. Like that's the only part. Don't get me wrong, and I'm here for like supernatural stuff because like I listen. This coming from someone that watches ZTV shows. Supernatural stuff is introduced to ZTV shows all the time, but like it needs to make sense. Like, why is my girl getting hurt by a bullet wound when she possessed the qualities and the powers of the goddess? Like, come on. You know what I wish that could have happened though? I will say this though in the film. I really, really wish that they could have, played into this. I mean, they did play into it, but like, I don't know, like do a storyline dynamic where it's like, maybe Satya and Bulbbul got into an affair. The husband finds out. It's a whole thing. Like they could have done some. I feel like they could have done something else instead of going the supernatural route. I don't know. I just feel like the supernatural route is like, especially nowadays, like is low hanging fruit. So it's like, of course, she's gonna have her powers and kill these motherfuckers. It's like, yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like they should give me something more with that. Like it's just like y'all just left Satya all heartbroken and sad over at the end of the film, and I'm just like, and then on top of that, was the doctor even involved with Bulbul, like, or was he just caring for her? Like that wasn't clear in the film. So those are the parts where I was confused about. I'm like, okay, what kind of supernatural? I mean, she clearly is supernatural, but not supernatural enough where she's getting, you know, hurt by bullet wounds and fire. And on top of that is like, is she having an affair with the doctor? What's the tea? Because clearly the doctor knew that what Bulbul was. And then on top of that, I just feel like they should have done more with Satya and Bulbul. Like they should have gave us a little bit more with that aspect. So that's why I feel like the supernatural stuff could have been left out. Really, if we're just gonna be honest. But other than that, like I feel like I give the Netflix film Bulbul a B minus. I give it a B minus. It was okay. Like there's certain scenes that I really really like. Like I love that scene where Satya confronts Bulbul and is like, there was a girl who she turned out good, but then she became bad and da da da. And then when Bulbul was like, all of you men are the same. There should have been a follow up to that, but then they went into a whole flashback, cinematography scene, and it's like, don't get me wrong, the cinematography in this film is beautiful, but it's just like y'all could have given me a little bit more. Like I love that scene. It's like, but and on top of that, I have the characters that I hate in this film. I hate the husband, I hate the sister-in-law, and I hate the twin, the other twin. So you know. The only bright side to this is that at the end, I wish we could. Well, not bright side. The only thing I wish we could have seen is at the end when Bulbul comes back as I don't know, a ghost or something, and I think she's gonna come after her husband. That kind of, I don't know why that scene kind of was reminiscent of if y'all are Twilight fans, hello, hi. But like it reminds me of that scene of like when Rosalie, on the Twilight eclipse, where she got her revenge on her husband. That's what that reminded me of. But yeah, but I don't know. I give the film a B minus. It wasn't bad, but it was like it wasn't bad, but it also could have been better. You know, it could have been better. But that's just my thoughts on that. I know this review was all over the place because it's just like this film, how confusing it was. I was just as confused with my thoughts. So that's why I think I took a while to even review it because I already watched this film like last weekend, and I could have done a review earlier in the week, but you know me. But anyway, y'all, please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Tell me if you guys are interested in watching this film. This film is on Netflix, so if you guys want to go check it out yourselves, you guys can go check it out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get up to 800 subscribers. The goal is to get up to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.